Hey, I want to talk to you guys about one of my favorite games, Swoozie. Now, I've never seen anybody play this outside of South Ontario, but it's one of my favorite games and it kills me that a lot of people don't know it. Here's how it works. Everybody gets together. You need a group for this game. Everybody gets together and you all make a wager. It's kind of like truth or dare, minus the truth. So you say whoever rolls Swoozie has to do this. Once everyone's in agreement on what the dare is going to be, you roll the dice until someone hits whatever you call Swoozie. You can pick any number. Now when you're playing Swoozie, you better have a little bit of courage behind you, whether it be liquid or natural. Because if you roll it, you have to commit. The first time I ever watched my roommates play this game, their original bets were just, you got to stand up in the middle of this party and shout something inappropriate. But it evolved into something a lot better. Everybody started getting comfortable with the game and raising the stakes. So the four favorite ones that I remember having to have happen were, Mike had to go up to an apartment that we didn't know, knock on the door, and whoever answered it, hug them, give no explanation, and walk away. Pebble rolled Swoozie twice. He had to go up to one of the doors, kind of do the same thing that Mike did, but instead of dropping his pants and hugging someone, he just lied face down and didn't move or talk, and wasn't allowed to move or talk until they closed the door. Another one that he had to do was, we had this really busy intersection next to our apartment, right? And there were a lot of cars that would go by there. He had to drop his pants and do that thing that dogs do when they're wiping their butt on the carpet and make his way up the sidewalk doing that. I don't remember who came up with that idea originally, but I know that we were all like, yeah, that sounds hilarious. That'll be the dare. This last one's also the last Swoozie game that I ever played before I moved away. Jimmy had just moved in with us this year, and we had that same intersection right next to us. He had to go out when the light turned red. He had to go out into the middle of it, drop his pants, and just moon everyone. And it was really funny because not only was everyone getting mooned, but if they looked around them, there was 30 college kids at each corner of the intersection with their phones out recording everything and laughing. Those were my favorite times playing the game. I'm sure that you guys can come up with a lot more creative dares. If you want, drop them in the line below, and who knows, maybe somebody will end up having to play them when they play Swoozie. Now you guys might be wondering, well, what if somebody's a bad sport and they don't want to play? And I don't know what to tell you, because nobody was ever that bad of a sport. When you're all pretty lit and you got 20 people going, you got Swoozie, punk, you gotta do it, nobody ever really backed down.
Yeah, in the back yelling, Swoozie.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy, you just stepped in it. Like, it's like